Hello.
Howdy.
Howdy. We're all here.
Yeehaw!
For as long as my or your internet permits it.
Pew, pew.
Yeah. There we are. And Are You Serious? That's what we do. We're serious about this
Great
stuff.
show.
Yeah.
Great
Great show.
Big fan. Big fan.
Long time listener, first time caller. So we've got Aniela, Todd, Joshua, Barry, Sara, Lauren. Boy, oh boy, are we lucky to have all of you. Hello, everybody. How's your year going?
So far, so good.
Strong start.
I don't know. There have been a lot of explosions. I don't know why.
Yeah, I'm ready for 2022. I don't know about you, but I'm ready for it right now.
Yeah, I saw a great cartoon where they had all these people hiding around a corner, and they had a broom, and they were pushing open the door to 2021.
Okay.
There was the oatmeal one that had like this big, bloated, annoying like 2020, and the other stick figure next to him was like 7:30, 8:45, and like 2020 is just like this big, and, like will not move, and it's like 11:48.
Reminds me of the old Saturday Night Live bit, the thing that wouldn't leave. Or was that what the man that was something like that? It was, John
Belushi that wouldn't leave.
Okay, so let's. I'm not going to explain the game yet. I'll just say hello to you one by one. Aniela, how you doing?
Good.
Okay, Todd Rice, how are you?
Great. Just got back from Texas. Yeehaw!
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Did you
Actually
passport
got on a plane. Right. Yeah, I know, right?
Oh, yeah. By the way, everybody, that's Todd Rice. So we're going to be minus our audience tonight, I guess, because he's here with us. No, I'm just kidding. We've got, look at that. I don't want to make a big deal out of it, but Todd's here. Yeah. Okay. Todd Rice.
Very subtle. Very subtle.
A lot of people don't know this. He's one of the founding members of Sick Puppies. He was there at the beginning. He was one of the people putting the erector set together that made Sick Puppies.
Yes.
So
I'm old, so they were Lincoln Logs, but yeah.
Yeah.
Lincoln helped you.
They weren't called Lincoln Logs when I was a kid because Lincoln hadn't been invented yet. So Joshua, how you doing? Good to see you back.
Oh, I'm doing great, man. I had such a fun time last night. Tonight's going to be so much more fun.
Don't elaborate at all. Do not elaborate.
I thought we said we weren't going to talk about that.
That's a lie. That's a lie.
All I can say to that is, are you serious? Yes, actually, last night's show was very funny. Read my lips. It's up on YouTube on the Doghouse Theater channel. Check it out. It was just too funny for words.
Wow, so much fun.
It was really fun.
Also available on Facebook.
It is. But it depends on whether you want to support Disney or Mark Zuckerberg. Barry, how you doing? The cross between Disney and Mark Zuckerberg, right there. How you doing?
I don't know which side I land on further. Oh gosh, I guess I'll go. Oh man, I don't know. Not taking Zuckerberg.
Okay. I've already made my New Year's resolution, by the way, which is the same as last year's, which is I am not buying anything that is advertised on YouTube.
Only Facebook and Instagram.
Anything that pops up in the middle of a YouTube video.
Tom buys so much of those.
I'm not buying that.
Tom,
He says that right after promoting YouTube with our videos.
Yeah. Hey, YouTube, I am not your demographic. Sara, how you doing?
I'm good. Well, okay, so earlier today I bit the side of my mouth, so I put something on it to numb it just before the show, thinking I'll be good, and I put too much on, so now half my face is numb. So we'll see what happens. Yeah.
Yeah, I did the same thing to my brain once, and it never really got better.
Never recovered.
Lauren, how you doing?
I'm good. The painters are gone. We are finished with all the renovations for a while, and I made a key lime pie today. So
it's a big day.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So I guess we have to scrap the "I made a key lime pie today" truth for you, so,
Unless she's lying.
which I made up. I completely made it up. Okay, so we'll get started. And in case you don't know, here's how we do it. Each one of our guests, panelists, has shared with me and only me some little factoid about their life, something that they've done or that's happened to them, and I'm going to share one of them with each for each of them. They don't know what's going to pop up, and it might be something that I made up instead. They have to defend it like it's the truth and try to convince everyone that it is. Whichever team guesses correctly most often doesn't win that fabulous prize. Okay, so let's get started. Aniela, I think you are you might be the
Is Amir
ranking.
Joshua?
No, I think you're the ranking member slightly. You might be.
Ah, this is my first time being the team captain.
Great. That's great. That means you can perform marriages. And
So, Josh, you up for it?
Hell yeah.
Sarah, you go back to day one.
The original group.
Original. Yeah.
Woo!
You're the Pete Best of Are You Serious?
I'm as good as it gets. This is as good as it's gonna get in this situation.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks everybody. Goodbye. We're done.
Bye.
So you're your team, and we'll get started, shall we?
Yes.
Yes, we shall. We always start, as we always do, with this person right here. I've learned this by heart now. I know how to do this. Are you ready, Aniela, for your thing?
Yes, bring it on.
Okay, I'm bringing it on. Oh, by the way, I don't know if I mentioned it. If I already mentioned it, I apologize. But Todd's here.
Woo!
Yeah. Just thought I'd
At my age, I'm willing to be anywhere. So, COVID.
Yeah. Okay. Let's start off with you, Aniela. Here we go.
Okay. I almost became a Mormon.
How far into almost?
You watched 2 seasons of Battlestar Galactica.
I really liked Battlestar Galactica. All right, I enjoyed that show tremendously. So almost as in I brought there was a meeting with my parents and the Mormons.
All of them?
At least several. Like I had witnessed a baptism. I was ready. My parents did not know though, and they were ambushed. And yeah.
So if they didn't know about it, how did you come to find Mormonism on your own?
I had a friend who was a Mormon, and I'd sleep over her house, and I'd go with her to Mormon church on Sundays.
Tell us about Mormon church.
Yeah, I mean, how many people fit in the stagecoach?
Mormon church was wonderful. Like honestly, because I was Catholic and Catholics were horrible. And Mormons were so welcoming. They were like, oh, you like, okay, you just because you aren't baptized as Catholic and you can't get the body and blood of Christ, we'll give you the juice and bread of our Jesus. And
someone else.
and
A Brigham Young.
Right? And I was like, yeah, it was like a little like I'd get the juice, and then they'd have us go off, like the children would go off in a special section. Every time I went, they're like, Aniela's here. And I'm like, I love applause. So I was like, okay. Yes, please. And the Catholics were always making
how young were you?
I was
How young were you?
5th grade. Like fifth, 6th grade-ish.
12 or 13? Something like
Yeah. Yeah, about 11, 12.
that. Okay.
Yes.
What was the name of the angel that spoke to Brigham Young?
I have no idea. I didn't get that far. I just like the fact that they were nicer than Catholics.
So how did you get them? How did you wind up getting them like to your house Like, did you go up to them at church?
Okay, so this, so they never came to my house. They were at my friend's parents' house, and my parents got invited over for dinner. And my parents are thinking, oh, my daughter's friends are just inviting us over. And then when they got there, it was an ambush of Mormons who were like, we want to take your daughter.
I think that is a collective term for Mormons. It's a murder of crows, a flock of geese, and an ambush.
It's my favorite type of ambush.
It's an incredible band name. Ambush of Mormons? That's so good.
Well, an ambush of Mormons is where they come in and they steal all your coffee.
Was it a burning ambush? No, never mind.
Your friend, did they have any siblings?
Yes. She had 3 brothers. I think she was in the middle. And then partway through our friendship, she became homeschooled.
Oh,
Well, yeah.
I have my answer.
Were you introduced to the special magic underwear, and does it come in 3-packs?
See, no, they just showed me the good parts. Like they let me watch. They had a special tub at the Mormon temple for baptisms that were the doors would open and it was like a walk-in tub, and they brought me over and they're like, watch this baptism, and I was like, what? Because the Catholics had been making me jump through hoops, and I was in the choir for the Catholics in St. Augustine, and they would the other kids would be like, ew, you have original sin, and the Mormons were like, ooh, come to us, and it was just so much more welcoming than the Catholics. The Catholics were horrible.
Catholic Sunday school sounds like the bullying is that you have original sin.
So on a scale,
the cooties of Sunday school.
On a scale from Satan worshippers to Catholics to Mary Kay cosmetic saleswomen, where do you think the Mormons came as far as being welcoming and
Oh, definitely closer to the Mary Kay saleswoman style. It is definitely multi-level marketing.
If you convert enough people, you get a nice pink card.
That one looks like, and trust me, Mary Kay has also tried to get me to join them. I feel like I have a sign that says multi-level marketing.
That'll be next week's.
Okay, so
multi-level Mormonism.
I have to say, I've met maybe half a dozen Mormons that I know of in my life, and they're all pretty cool people. Every one of them.
Super nice.
So,
much better than Catholics. Catholics are assholes.
I know. I grew up in the Catholic.
Sorry, Dad.
Sorry. But yes, Nathan tells us, and I knew this, by the way. I knew that it was the Angel Moroni. No, it's true. And I think that Angel Moroni comes from the planet Kolob or something like that. I could be mistaken. Or maybe I'm not supposed to know that, and people are going to arrive at my door and kill me now. But one way or the other. So that's it. We need the blue team to guess whether it's true or not that Aniela almost became a Mormon.
All right. All right, team. Lauren, what do you think?
Wow, that's a captain.
I think it's a lie. It's an incredible.
Okay, Barry, what are your thoughts?
But ultimately, I don't think that they would proselytize that point to bring in a child without parental consent and stuff. That just does not seem very Mormon-like.
I think truth. I think either Aniela has been around, the conversion part, I don't know, but it sounds like Aniela has been around Mormons based on my experience with Mormons. They're very nice.
You're at the very least, she's gotten a toe in the Mormon pool. You know?
Yeah. So
if nothing else, she's dipped in there.
Okay.
So the thing that kind of convinces me a little bit is that they didn't just target the child. It was a family affair that targeted the family together. And Aniela was just the gateway. Yeah. They just had to get her hooked on Mormonism. And they were like, we got him in. We're just going to reel him in like a fish. So I'm going to say true. So I think we're 2-1, and we're gonna go with true.
You're going to go with true. Okay, it turns out that it is true.
Now the thing is, they did not try to actually get my parents to join. They just wanted to get my parents' permission so I could join alone.
I don't know if that's weirder or not.
We're going for like a
very
family getcha, like a 3-for-1.
No.
I'm very happy. I'm very
There
happy
are-
that I'm on Aniela's team because I actually knew that. She told me that one time. way back
That's
then.
why, I know you know Aniela. That's why I put you on the same
Yeah,
team.
no, absolutely.
Yes, I learned my mistake by putting Dash and Alicia on separate teams, and she would say something. He'd say, "Oh, I was there. She didn't do that."
Integrity of the game ruined.
Shut up. So that's cool. So we're off to a cracking start. What have we got here? Hang on, let me do this. I have to do
Morning, Sarah. Good job.
my hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's that.
Listen to me.
Oh, is that right?
Ooh,
Oh, yes.
ooh.
That's right. That's correct. Okay, so let us move this way. We're moving down to Lauren on this one. Are you ready, Lauren, for yours?
Yes.
Okay, so are we.
Okay. I have never worn and will not wear the color purple.
I'm pretty sure I've seen her wear purple.
Well, then you can vote right away.
Did
Are
you see the
sure
movie?
or pretty sure?
No,
Did you
I'm not
see the-
sure.
Did you see the movie and you just weren't happy about it?
Terrible
Is
adaptation.
that a racist thing or?
How,
What does the color purple do to you?
how's indigo? Is that all right? Indigo work? Lavender?
What did purple do to you?
It beat up my parents and stole my dog. I just don't like the way it looks on me. Like my skin tone is kind of reddy, and like it just makes me look really flushed and.
But I mean, as a kid, you couldn't make your own decisions. So at what point did you decide, hey, no more purple? Like, did you wear purple one time and somebody reacted, or what happened?
Just looked in the mirror one day.
Yeah, I mean, I don't remember when I was like super little, because when I was super little, I remember my favorite colors being yellow and pink, and I always wanted to wear them together, and my mom would not let me because they clashed, and we would get into fights over it. But I don't remember her ever dressing me in purple. Like she really liked really girly things, and so like I remember wearing a lot of pink as a kid.
What's your favorite Prince song?
Oh gosh, probably.
Lavender Rain?
1999.
What's that?
1999.
Okay.
All right. So with this purple thing, are there other colors that just don't go? So is there a reason for not wearing it just because it's not a color that really goes well with you? Like I don't really wear creams because I look very just jaundice.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's mostly, it does not look good on me. Other colors, I don't wear gold. Gold doesn't look good on me, and certain greens, like jewel tones I'll wear, but like lime greens and stuff I won't wear.
But you can be dead sure that purple is just not your thing. I mean, there's not a shade of it that
No,
works.
like there's no trauma associated with it. I just don't like it.
Okay,
How
now quick
purple does
question.
something have to be
Yeah.
to not like it?
Yes, thank you.
Say again?
How purple does something have to be to not like it? Like there's shades.
Yeah. I mean, like a light lavender is okay because it's closer to pink. But if it's like really, really bright or like, or neon, I really don't like it. And then when I actually started researching, like, because I've been, decorating my house, I've been reading like color theories and stuff. And purple was a color that was reserved for royalty. And there was this like dye, it was called Tyrian. It was made of like crushed bug bodies of something, and like only royalty could wear it. And so that just made it even more like icky for me because it's so freaking elitist.
Okay, now, Todd, can you put back up the statement?
No, I'm sorry.
Okay, it's fine. So it said she has never worn. I have never worn and will not wear the color purple, but saying I've never worn the color purple.
Yeah, she
Like,
said she bought it with her mom, which means that she was wearing it at that time.
Well, her mom fought with her about the yellow and the pink together.
Yeah.
But
I mean, it's okay.
you never put purple on your body.
I've never willingly worn and will not wear the color purple because I'm sure it's at some point my mom probably dressed me in something purple. I just don't have any memory of it.
I've never worn and will never wear the color purple.
You do it out of social justice warrior.
Now, does that mean you will not have purple in a pattern, or does it mean like a solid color purple shirt?
In small amounts, if it's part of a pattern, I'll do it if I like the rest of the pattern, but I would never wear like a solid color purple.
Okay. Now, the other question for my team is this something that she would have sent Tom as a factoid?
See, I was wondering that because why would he put purple not knowing what she would be wearing tonight? She might have worn purple and then that would have thrown it off and he wouldn't have prepared that. I mean, we might be overthinking here, but that was my thought.
You might be. I've amended it. Here we go.
I worked on Capitol Hill. Very well done. Okay.
So in other words, she has worn.
purple.
So she has worn purple. She has probably had sexual acts with purple.
Define the.
And purple. Rick.
No,
Rick,
no.
can you type in?
If somebody offered you $1 million to wear purple, would you?
Yes.
Okay, then it was
$1 million?
because you said you never would.
I mean,
I think we're getting
Somebody offered me $1 million.
I do a lot of things.
but
If I was
I'm
offered
just
$1 million
saying.
to wear Tom Hanks, I would. You know.
As in skin and
For
murder, I'm
million-
gonna wear his skin as a
For $1 million, I would wear the bugs that make the purple.
I'd let them wear me.
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, like, would never willingly like go to a store, buy something solid color purple, and wear it. Like, if you're going to be giving me ultimatums, like, yeah, you're putting a gun to my dog's head, or you're offering me an insane amount of money. Like, yes, I am a reasonable person and would do that.
So it
But
would be reasonable.
circumstances.
It would be reasonable to say that you have an aversion to the color purple regarding clothing.
Correct.
But like just seeing purple doesn't make you see red, if you know what I'm saying.
Nope, and I think it can look good on other people. Absolutely, it just looks.
Sarah's
awful
wearing
on-
purple right now, so that would get real
It's
awkward.
more of a wine.
Okay, would you?
Yeah,
Would you?
Brownish.
If your husband wore purple, would you give him a hug, knowing that bugs created that color?
We call him an elitist.
You're
son of
making
a-
it so that I hug him now.
Okay.
Touche.
Imperialist scum.
Okay, so red team, I'm going to need you to confer and vote and decide whether it's true that to the
Okay.
best of her knowledge,
Mm.
she swears that she has never worn and will not wear the color purple.
All right, team. What do you think?
I'm thinking actually that she, if she was lying, she's a very good liar. I've been watching her the last few weeks. She's very good. She did not use a lot of detail, which she would have done if she was lying. Plus the fact that he would not have put that color purple in a thing there, not knowing what she was wearing tonight.
Well, he could always
I-
change. He could always change the color.
I've seen him work and how long it takes for him to change. So I'm just saying.
So you're thinking yes. You're thinking
I'm
yes.
saying
Josh,
true. I'm saying
By the way, I cannot change it that quickly. She's never worn the color green, and that's
true. Did you see how long it took him to do that? He started that 5 minutes ago.
So
Joshua, what do you think?
I think I've known Lauren for years, and I cannot remember the color purple.
You're also a dude, so I don't feel like you remember anything.
That's fair.
I think she was wearing
Dude, close your eyes. Close your eyes for a second. What is she wearing now?
It's got polka dots of some sort,
good.
and
For a guy, that's good right there.
That's pretty good. Yeah.
Daniela,
Naked, so
I need you to jump in. Aniela?
Okay, so I'll go with Todd on this one. Lauren can be a wild card. I usually know it if it's a deeper level into her family,
So
but
what
this
are
is
we
a pretty
saying?
mundane one. I'm saying true. Let's just go true. Let's
Okay.
gamble.
You say it's true. Of course, it's a lie.
My fault.
It's not your fault. It is not.
We're down 2-0. Todd's here.
So glad I'm on Lauren's team this time. Fuck.
Wow.
Sarah, were you like believing that?
You were there.
I have no idea. I'm like, I don't know, maybe. I can't remember either. I think I had seen you wear purple before, but I'm like, I don't know. I wouldn't bet my life on it.
Well, by the way, she got the details right about how purple is made. I was impressed with that. They
a smart
actually,
woman,
for the
you know.
Royals, they were
That
made by
is true,
Todd,
yeah.
brushing them up and all that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So it's now 2-0, and it's Todd's turn.
let me get my
game.
game face. Get your game face.
While you're busy doing that, I'll just remind you all.
I don't want them to read me.
Todd's here. Okay.
Thank you.
Rick says, there we go.
Yeah.
Yeah. It would have been true, which is a lie. No, it's not. Todd, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. You sure? Not too late to back out. Here's Todd's.
I once took a romantic gondola ride in Venice with another guy.
There's nothing wrong with
Well,
that.
were you dating? Like,
No, we were not dating. It was my brother. We were coming back. We were coming back on a trip from Israel and stopped in Italy on the way back. And we went to Rome. We went to Venice, and we went to Florence. By the way, Florence was my favorite. And we rode on the gondola because we had to while we were there. And unfortunately, it was with my brother.
So are all gondola rides inherently romantic, or like what made it particularly romantic?
Well, by singing and stuff like that while you're doing it, yeah, it's a romantic gondola ride. We both kind of looked up and I'm like, went, really? And it's like, I think he wanted a tip. And so he had to sing no matter what.
What's your overall review of riding a gondola?
Actually, it was off season. It was hot there.
It was
They had
snowing.
mosquitoes, and he was a little handsy.
the brother of the gondola driver.
Both. No. No. It was no. Actually, you know what? If I was there with a woman who I was interested in, yes, it would have been interesting. But
How
my
much?
brother kind of made it. Yeah.
How much did it cost you to pay the guy to say he was your brother?
120 lira. It was before the euro. This was back when I was like graduating high school.
Oh, so you were like two teenagers.
Yeah.
Together on a gondola.
Yeah. No, not recently. Yeah, that would.
Okay.
Yeah.
Although honestly, either way, it's weird. So it's not weirder.
Were you, who else was on this trip with you? Was it just the two of you?
For this part of it, it was the two of us. It was my brother and myself, and we, treated around Italy, which was interesting because my brother is a jackass and makes it a lot harder to travel because he's a jerk to everybody.
Who's older, you or your brother?
My brother is 3.5 years older, and a lot bigger of an asshole. And ask around with the improv community, you'll find out that's a pretty big asshole.
Okay.
Kidding.
And you said this was on a way back from Israel?
Correct. My aunt was getting married. And so we went over to Israel. We stopped in Italy. We stopped then in London, and then we came back.
So
Alitalia. That was back, by the way, when people smoked on the planes. It was a nightmare.
Okay, so you and your brother went to your aunt's wedding, but your parents didn't go?
My dad went and met us in London. He was divorced already from my mom. And my mom went, but she stayed longer, allowing us to have a cool trip in Europe on the way back.
Okay.
No accounting for taste.
No.
And supervision. And to be honest with you, if my mom was there, it would have been even more insane.
How did you get around through Italy?
When in Rome, we landed in Rome. We took a train to the Lido, which is a beach, and it was a horrible beach because I live in Sunny Isles and it's much better here. Then back to Rome, then took cabs and walked and took the train all over Rome. Then we went to Florence and we just walked all over the city. We were going to take a tour bus to Pisa, the Leaning Tower, but we both thought it's a tower and it's leaning, who cares? And then we went to Venice. Venice, and we walked around and saw the statues with all the penises and everything everywhere. Hey, it was my brother. Yeah, go figure.
Okay, you get one more question, blue team, if you need one or want one.
And yes, I'm still single.
What?
No question. Yeah.
Yes.
Stumped him. Yes.
What was the conversation like with the gondolier?
He didn't speak much English, so it was mostly go and it was one of those things where you go and you do a circle around a block and then you come back to where you started in St. Mark's Square. And that's the place, if you remember the James Bond movie and Raiders of the Lost Ark, the third one, I think they were in, whatever. But the big place with all the art and the big museums that sometimes floods. Okay.
So, blue team, you need to decide whether or not it's true that where are we? We're right there. That Todd once took a romantic gondola ride in Venice with another guy. Keep in mind that. Never mind. Go ahead. Keep going. No. What do you say?
Well, I've never been to Italy, but Todd sounds like he's been to fucking Italy at least. So I started because that's
what I was thinking. Is this one of those Casey things?
We just went on a tour of Italy. I feel like I just left the Olive Garden. Okay, so Barry, what are your thoughts?
I've been to Italy, and Todd either knows way too much about Italy. He's been there, so I believe it. He's definitely been to Italy. So gondola, I'm not sure, but I'm saying true.
Yeah, Lauren, what do you think?
Yeah, he's definitely been to Italy. Whether this particular thing happened, I don't know, but I could totally see gondoliers hamming it up for for tourists.
Yeah, I mean, whether he actually went on the gondola with his brother, I guess, stands to be debated. But this bitch has been to Italy, so I think we're gonna go with true and just hope for the best.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're going with true, and it is true.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes,
Wow.
Italy.
I tried to make it look like I was doing a half truth, but couldn't quite
Yeah, that's kind of what Casey does. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like 99% of everything he says is true, except the thing that was
The little thing.
Exactly.
That's so many things have happened to Casey.
Yeah.
So
Wait. Quick impression. This thing is fixed. This thing is fixed. It's fixed. Cut it out.
Very
I
good.
know better. There's no way we're down 3-0. No way. We're down 3-0. Lauren, I am not trusting you ever again, Lauren.
It's like you're in the room with us.
When it's good,
I felt it.
Never.
I
Never.
felt it.
Okay, guys, we got to get the next 3 in a row.
Yeah,
I got it.
You do.
So we cannot.
You
end
probably
that
won't.
time.
Probably won't.
I got a contact drunk from that impression of Casey.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, Sarah.
Yes.
It's my turn now. Are you ready for your thing?
Let's do it.
Okay, here we go.
I can fold a paper airplane using chopsticks.
Ooh.
Demonstrate.
No.
So how did you figure out this gift of yours?
So when I was I met my best friend in 5th grade or so, and we both met because we were super into Japanese type of stuff. So when we met, we were super into Sailor Moon, etc. Age appropriate anime. So we would make her parents take us to Chinese restaurants all the time, and like Japanese restaurants, hibachi. Like we just were really into Asian culture. Like I guess the term now would be like a weeaboo, would be like the pejorative term. But we would collect all the chopsticks because we were intent on learning how to use them properly without the like rolled up between the, well, I don't know what it's called, but they put the rubber band on to teach kids. So we got really good at it, and we were like really pleased with ourselves at like how good we were. So we were like, what could we do with these? And so we would just start messing around, and like I would sleep over her house all the time, and we would just like learn weird tricks to do with them. Like, I mean, first it would start where we were just flipping shit off of them. But, you know, we were just like also learning origami. So we were like, what if we learned how to do origami with chopsticks? And we didn't get far in that endeavor, but we did get good enough where we could like fold the paper over into like the simplest paper airplane, not like fancy. It wasn't like, because you can make really nice paper airplanes, but these were like the schoolyard paper airplanes, the ones that are like 2 flips over, back, and toss.
And so would you flip it? Would you be using 2 sets of chopsticks, or one, would you have a set of chopsticks in each hand? Or was it like one chopstick that you're using and then you're trying to like, how did you like straighten that edge? Was it with the chopstick? Was it like no touching? What were the rules?
Do you mean like 2 pairs on each side or 1 stick on each side?
Yeah, 2 pairs or...
Oh God, I haven't done it in a while. I would use 1 stick and I would fold, and then hold with one end and then run the stick over it, and it would make like a tight crease. So you would just like hold it against a flat surface and then...
But so it was 1 stick on each hand. So you weren't using them like...
Not like hands. It was more just like using it and then flipping them over. It wasn't...
Elon Musk,
like
if you're watching this... If you're watching this, Elon Musk, and you need some help with SpaceX to do things a little cheaper.
I'm there.
Here we go.
I'm like a couple of beta projects away from building a Tesla.
What's your favorite Chinese food?
Chinese food? I'm a lo mein gal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you ever put the sticks into the rice or into the lo mein and let it stand there?
Yeah.
What did that mean?
Oh, I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Japanese culture, it's a sign of death, and you're not supposed to do it. But okay. She's saying, Chinese culture girl. Okay.
Japanese culture girl. Joshua, do you have any questions for Sarah?
More like an anime girl. Like
so somehow Sailor Moon turns into using chopsticks to make origami.
Watching Sailor Moon turns into Benihana, turning into getting bored at a sleepover, turns into art project.
So how is using chopsticks like this using chopsticks?
It wasn't really
That's just 2 sticks.
just 2 sticks.
Well, sometimes
Can we see?
Chinese people do separate the chopsticks and use them separately. They can do that.
You can do that.
Okay, so you take the chopsticks, you take the paper, and then you somehow fold it, but you don't touch it with your hands.
You can. I don't have 2 pens, but you can flip it.
You can flip it.
Like good. I wouldn't recommend doing it if you have like a deadline for paper airplane.
How old were you?
Chopsticks are really good for eating Cheetos.
This is true.
Yeah.
Good in your hair. How old was I? This would have been like 11. 10 or 11. Like
Okay.
5th grade.
I mean, I love that you were making airplanes with paper, with chopsticks, and I was almost becoming a different religion.
Mormon, yeah. We're not the same.
And neither had a prayer of working. Okay.
Okay, so one more question if you need it on the red team. Do you have one?
How far did your airplanes go?
Oh, I mean, they weren't like very aerodynamic, but they just had like the general shape. So, I mean, if it was like a good one, you could get it across the kitchen, but most of the time they just...
Did you ever try throwing the airplanes using the chopsticks?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and 1 stick always flew with it.
Okay, quick question. I know we're done with questions, but quick question. Was this something that was done regularly or just one time during one of the sleepovers you happened to make? You did this once.
No,
It's a regular thing.
I would say it probably took like 2 to 3 sleepovers to actually get it into the right paper airplane shape. We kept trying to make like our hope was that we could make like nice origami swans, and when we saw how difficult it was to actually just make a simple paper airplane, we immediately got bored and went back on the Harry Potter message boards.
Okay,
So,
we're gonna fold this up and figure out whether you're telling the truth or telling a lie. Is it true or false, blue team, red team, that Sarah can fold a paper airplane using chopsticks? What do you say?
See, part of my problem with this is that it's present tense, and she's talking about only having done it as a kid. And it would have been more like, I once folded a paper airplane using chopsticks or something like that.
Versus I can do it, and this is something I do regularly.
Exactly. It's like
Josh.
a parlor trick. Josh?
I do not believe it.
You don't? Yeah. False.
You're all saying it's false?
That's a lie.
You're saying it's a lie.
A lie.
That's your official answer?
Sure.
Okay, you say it's a lie. It is a lie.
Hey.
Somebody.
damn it.
Boy.
Hey, time to take this seriously.
Welcome to the board, nerds.
I'm going to take this a little bit more seriously.
Okay. All right. So that's happening.
All right, we're on the board. We're on the board.
We jump upwards now and hop over to Joshua. Joshua, are you ready for yours?
Yes.
Okay, here goes.
I was once put on federal watch list because I wrote to government agencies trying to acquire plutonium just for fun.
How old were you when you did this?
I was starting high school.
Okay.
Are you still on the list?
I do not believe so.
How'd you get off the list?
I'm thinking it was just, well, first of all, I ain't sure I'm off the list. I just think I'm off the list. So,
Tom, I do jobs for the government. Can you move me to the other side of Aniela?
and I do a
You had
job
to
the
do like
government hates.
Thank you.
He had to do like 100 good deeds to get off the list.
Yeah.
Josh,
All right. So, who specifically were you writing to, and how did you how did you convey this request?
I did it through email, and I did it.
So it couldn't be
Dear
triggered.
Mr. President,
No,
Antonio,
actually,
please. Love
Dear,
Josh.
dear U.S. government.
it was actually Comcast. I figured they knew a guy.
So you were writing to Comcast?
I was.
Like, dear Comcast representative, I'm looking to get plutonium. Can you hook me up? Like,
I think it's more of like a to whom it may concern.
Yeah, I wasn't that formal with them. It was more like, dear Comcast, can I have, and it.
He
Josh,
chuckled fondly.
how many times did you watch Back to the Future before doing this?
Once.
Dear Libyan terrorists.
You know, I didn't
This
think
game
this
is
far.
fixed.
okay, so Josh, what did you want? Like, assuming that in your wildest fantasies, Comcast knew a guy. And, what would you have done with the plutonium had you been able to acquire it?
Okay, nothing too serious. I wanted to see how it kind of worked with, fire. I still wonder.
Do you remember any of the content of the letter? Like what? Like were there any postscripts? Any? What was the title heading?
I told them I was very good. Like a very good boy.
Did you also send it to Santa?
Too Jewish for that.
P.S. Please bring Firefly back on.
Or else.
Did they let you go as a customer, or do you still pay for Comcast?
Fortunately, the accounts aren't in my name, so.
So wait, whose name wound up on the watch list? Like,
Oh no, I mean the actual Comcast account. I was just a kid writing to him.
He wrote his name on the email.
I'm not smart. My emails are my name.
I see.
begging for plutonium from Comcast from D's Nuts 69 at yahoo.com. Not to have the same
In some way, it almost makes sense.
She's not 69 at Yahoo.
Oh,
God.
it's one of those childish indiscretions. He's trying to get his plutonium badge as a Boy Scout.
As we all do.
Yeah.
How did you find out you were on a government list? Do they like email you and they're like, by the way, you're on the no
You're on the list now.
Yeah.
She's not 69.
I mean, it was a very formal email. Like there was a lot of print that I didn't read.
You didn't read it, yeah.
Not all of it. But I saw a watch list and I'm like, well, shit. I'm not writing again.
Okay.
So now I do everything through my parents' names with Comcast.
Okay. I once made an atomic bomb using chopsticks.
I tried chopsticks. I had to do it like this, and it just didn't work too good.
Didn't work.
That's a lie because Japan says they're not going to do nukes.
Okay. So, is it? I need the blue team to confer. Is it true or is it false that Joshua was once put on a federal watch list because he wrote to government agencies trying to acquire plutonium just for fun?
Just to see what happens. Lauren, what do you think?
I think it's a lie.
Barry, what do you think?
I want it to be true, but I don't think it is. I don't think it is.
I want this to be true.
So bad. I'm gonna go with lie, but like hope it's true.
Yes, can you hook us up?
I have so many more questions, none of which would help us here.
So, Sarah, you're the official person. What do you say?
We're gonna say it's a lie.
We're gonna say it's a lie. It's a lie.
Oh man. But what if? But what if?
There's a what if comic of what if
What
Josh
if?
did do this.
I would watch that episode.
Oh no. Oh yeah. So that happened.
Radioactive aura.
You have a chance, red team, to make it slightly less embarrassing. And Todd, you're allowed to say it's fixed now.
Let's go double for nothing. Double for nothing. Double or nothing on Barry. Double or nothing on Barry.
Okay, double or nothing. So this, even if it's double or nothing, you still lose. So,
Actually, wait.
Barry, are you ready for yours?
I am ready.
Here's Barry's.
I bowled more than 30 games in a single day.
Of course you did, you nerd.
My arm just went numb thinking about that.
It's like
What's your high score?
300 frames or more.
High score, I think it was either a 232 or 242.
How long did this take you?
Like all day.
What kind of ball did you use?
What type of ball? I think my own. No, I'm sure my own. Yeah, my own ball.
Was
You own
anybody
your own
playing with
ball?
you?
Wait, what's that?
Was anybody playing with you?
No. It was.
So it's
It was
just one
by
person playing
Playing
video
with
games.
himself.
Yes.
Playing
Yeah,
with
playing with myself all day long
With your own balls.
with my own ball.
You're just playing with
Your own balls and using your fingers.
All day.
So
Oh,
Barry,
Did you and your
Describe
balls
your
ever
ball.
wind up in Venice on a gondola?
My balls have been in Venice as well.
Oh, okay, keep going.
Where was this bowling alley?
Jupiter Lanes in Jupiter.
Joshua, you had a question.
describe your ball.
Round, blue, 3 holes in it.
How
many
heavy
pounds?
is your ball?
Does it have a weight?
Yeah, I think 14
Well, I mean, you figure
or
if you're playing with
15
this ball
pounds, I
all
think.
day long, it's going to be blue at some point.
How old were you?
I couldn't drive yet, and I wasn't in high school either, so I had to have been like 12.
You had your own
probably.
ball at
14-pound
12?
ball?
Yeah,
Sorry, you had your own ball at 12?
yes.
Okay, I call bullshit because one, he wouldn't have bowled over 200 at 12 unless he went pro, and two, 14-pound ball at 12.
My arm hurt.
Maybe he bowled. Maybe 200 was the total for all 30 games.
And like I said, I wasn't driving yet. I know I wasn't 15. Could have been 13. Could have been
Still.
14. I'd give it a 12.
Could have
14
been
range.
13, going on 14.
Well, that makes
Still,
sense.
you couldn't bowl.
If you couldn't drive, then obviously, if you're stuck in a bowling alley, you can't leave.
Well, I mean, I could drive. But
How did you get there? How did you get there, and why were you stuck there all day?
My dad dropped me off there.
He just dropped you off places?
And this is the
Sometimes.
90s. What time? I mean, sorry, like, what time? Like, you'd have to get there. Like, what time did he pick you up that evening?
Well, he didn't pick me up. I lived with him. From the bowling alley. It was probably around like 5 o'clock, but it was one of those things like getting there first in the morning and leaving, right around sundown.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead, Aniela. Sorry.
No. Go.
I was just thinking, like, if it was Wisconsin or New Jersey or Illinois, okay, people bowl, but in Jupiter, 30 games in one day?
Jupiter, Florida.
Did you not have friends?
Yeah, thank
well,
you.
I mean, I couldn't get to them. I didn't have a car yet. But yeah, I mean, I had friends, but none that were going to bowl 30 games.
What day of the week was this?
I'm pretty sure it was in the summer. So, like as a kid, days don't really matter. But I don't think it was a weekend. I think it was like a weekday.
How dead was your arm?
Not terrible. Like, quite honestly, I could have bowled a few more.
He's 12 or 13.
They like
He has a
drag
lot of
him out of there.
exercise. He has a lot of exercise in that right arm.
So how did you get into bowling what age did you get into bowling?
By the time I did that, I'd say maybe like 3 years, maybe 4.
Did you watch
many.
The Lebowski a lot?
No, I actually don't like that movie that much.
How
You
many?
have your own shoes.
Yes.
How many steps do you take on your approach?
5.
When was do you still bowl now, or like do you not bowl?
I don't think any. I don't know if they're open. No one, not now. Definitely not now. Not too much recently. In college, I did a bit.
Strangers all day long, putting your fingers in the same holes over and over again. What could possibly be the problem with that?
I can't imagine. One more question. We got one more question.
Oh,
Yeah.
Joshua, do you have a question? I've been
Not a good one.
monopolizing.
I love that.
Unlike all the great ones.
Were you ever a part of a bowling team, or was this something that you just got a habit for solo? Like, did you just get into bowling by yourself?
I did it in high school a little bit, but not like completely.
You've never been on a team. You've never been on a bowling.
Yes, team in high school, but not like throughout high school.
Did you have to pay for each game, or did they just kind of let you stay all day long?
No, it was each game.
I know,
Okay.
right?
Okay. Somebody has to pay for this game. So we figure out now whether it's true or false that Barry bowled more than 30 games in a single day.
I mean, if he's paying
I
per
know.
game,
Yeah. I'd be in the video game room.
12.
But just
Yeah.
think how much money he saved on the shoes. So
I feel like that right there. Like that was such a great question of if you had to pay for each game.
Mhm. And whether or not he has his own shoes. What parent buys his kid bowling shoes at 12?
Knowing they're going to grow out of them.
Yeah. I say no.
I say lie.
I
What do you
say
think,
lie.
Joshua?
okay. Wow. It's amazing. You guys all say lie, and
So
it turns
true.
out it is true.
True. Yeah.
Oh God.
My
Has
dad was
Has
furious.
anybody ever lost 6-0?
Yes.
You came very close.
Yes, you
Okay.
did. I did prepare that just in case.
Wait, the red team swept. That means we won.
Yeah, right. Wow. So
It was
everybody
fixed. It was
watching, I want you to, Todd, Aniela, Joshua, three of the most gullible people on the planet. They don't know whether something's true or false.
Not to
I
put too
believe
fine
that.
point on it, but this is purple. I have been wearing it.
I was wondering. I went like this earlier to look. Yeah.
Funny.
So that of course means that
That's not
happened.
solid.
Yay!
It's fixed. Fixed.
Fixed, yes. Well, it might not be. I don't know if it's fixed, but it sure is broke. So, any last words from any of you before we say mañana goodbye?
Hasta la vista, Improv Boston. We miss you.
Yes.
If you want more content like this, email us at dsnuts69@yahoo.com.
I will so get back to you quick.
And don't miss Shitty Improv coming soon.
That is true. Shitty Improv will be coming soon. There you go. I think I've got. Yeah, that's right. Coming soon. Shitty Improv. It's coming to a Monday near you in a couple of weeks.
Yes.
Don't miss it. It's a half-hour show.
No.
If you're an improviser, you can join it too when it exists. Anyone else? Barry, Sarah, Lauren, anything on your mind that you can express in less than 45 seconds?
All I got is these nuts 69. I just imagine if you go and send an email, you're just going to get a GIF of Barry bowling.
Wear a mask. Wear a mask. Get your shot so that we can start being funny in person again.
Yes. Wear a mask. Binge watch Cobra Kai in the meantime.
So fucking good.
Season 3.
So good.
Season 3.
Well, thank you guys for being here. Thanks for doing this. Todd, Aniela, Joshua, Barry, Sarah, Lauren. It's good to see all of you. And as always, we also do Read My Lips every Friday at 9 p.m. Check that out. And we'll be back here doing this next Saturday, 9 p.m. Hang on before we go. Hang on. What is this? Wait. Somebody said something. Oh.
Aniela
said it. Okay. The team should have won. I tried to rig it, but I couldn't. Okay. Good night. See ya.
Good night.
Take care.
Next time in a gondola.